Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Trevor Siemian's Broncos going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
All right, Larry, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at what's now known as New Era Field here in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Gets through, and now an opening. Nice foot. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 77 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Green, 30.
They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Simeon. Got a man. He finds Sanders. A first down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
From the 50, it's Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Simeon. And he spots Henderson open left side. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. The first of the career for Tre'Davious White. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. Green 39.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Let's go.
Again, Anderson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And McManus able to put it through. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. That is now a 2-touchdown game with the Steelers in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Hot, white, 9, hot.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, it's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Come on, let's go.
Now Taylor on first down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's Taylor. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. But there's no doubt they'd love to get more production out of the tight end position. And with the addition of Jake Butt out of Michigan, healthy, he's a move tight end who can make those kind of plays.
But a youngster, and these quarterbacks pretty young. They would love to have a strong tight end to throw to. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Here's Anderson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Let's go. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Simeon. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. He goes underneath for Anderson. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And that's caught. Zay Jones, the rookie. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Zay Jones, a 2nd-round pick from East Carolina. Some thought could have been a 1st-round pick from East Carolina.
High-volume guy at East Carolina. I mean, the big-time catch, 158 of them in 2016. And he's an NFL legacy. His father, a longtime linebacker in the league.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Again, it's McCoy. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game. Matchup you don't see very often. A rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Detroit! Let's go!
3rd and long. It's Simeon. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Roger. Come on, let's go.
Taylor throwing again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Taylor. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. and this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
On first down, it's Simeon. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Simeon going to rush his guys to the line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Taylor now from the gun, he'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I give thanks every day that I never had to play offensive line in the NFL and have to try and block Von Miller.
He was second only to Vic Beasley last year with 13.5 sacks. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And the Steelers have scored yet again, really opening that one up. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And he'll go down right at the 30.
You just made there, and if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding clock.
On the direct snap, this is Anderson. And he's got room. CJ with a nifty move. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On second down, Taylor. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Andre Holmes, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back to throw, Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's Simeon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Green, 39!
Out of the gun, Simeon. This is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Jones on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Bills getting set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. This caught. Reception by Holmes. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second down, it's Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
Play clock winding down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of
C.J. Anderson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, 99 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, it's Taylor. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
We love talking about bloodlines in the NFL, and Zay Jones fits that category perfectly. The rookie at East Carolina, his father Robert was a linebacker in the league, and his uncle Jeff Blake, a quarterback in the NFL as well.
And Zay, 399 catches at East Carolina, a D1 record. Second down now after the pass completion. Taylor will throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right near the 39.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the third at MetLife Stadium. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we?
And that's caught inside the 35. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run it with McCoy. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
After the interception, here's Simeon. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal from the 5. Now a run with Anderson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. 3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Back now in Buffalo. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Taylor. Operating from the gun. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
From the gun, Taylor. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. Pretty move by Shady. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. No one had more rushing touchdowns than the Bills last year, 29. Let's see what they do on 1st and goal. Now McCoy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Room here to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to...
Anderson loses the football, and the Bills have recovered. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Over the middle, complete. That's Holmes. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Come on, let's go.
Now Taylor on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So they're leading, they have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a first down throw, Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Here we go. Green, 35.
Here's Simeon now on second down. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Detroit. Detroit. Gone. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Simeon. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. But I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Simeon now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go now.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun.